Hello everyone, welcome to the today's session of course number Agro 3610, that is Farming System and Sustainable Agriculture. Here Professor Sheetal Mugunde from the Department of Agronomy, KK College of Agriculture, Nashik. Our first exercise for this course is study of cropping scheme. Then what are the object of learning this practical, or what are the purpose behind taking this practical? First one, to know the importance of cropping scheme. We should all aware about this. What is a cropping scheme, or what is the purpose of cropping scheme? Then to study the cropping scheme for different situations and to study the characteristic of good cropping scheme. Then before seeing the topic, or before learning this topic, we should know some definitions. First definition is of cropping scheme. It is a plan according to which crops are grown on individual plots of farm during a given period with the object to obtain maximum returns from each crop without impairing soil fertility. Then next definition is of cropping pattern, means the proportion of area under various crops at a point of time in a unit area. It indicates the yearly sequence and spatial arrangement of crops and fallow in an area. Then third definition is of cropping system. It is the order in which the crops are grown or cultivated on the same piece of land over a fixed period of time. Then, as our third objective is characteristic of good cropping scheme, we should know what are the characteristic of good cropping scheme. Then first characteristic of cropping scheme is area under each crop should be approximately by same year after year unless price variation. Then second characteristic is the cropping scheme should be so planned as to provide profitable crops. Third characteristic, the cropping schemes should be so planned as to provide for large part of home food supply and sufficient fodder for cattle. Then fourth characteristic is inclusion of leguminous crop in crop rotation to improve or to maintain the soil fertility and productivity. Fifth one is the relative claim for average of competing crops should be considered whether it will be profitable to put more area under same crop and vice versa. Then there are some principles of cropping scheme for determining the good cropping scheme or suggesting the good cropping scheme to the farmers. Following points should be considered while preparing a cropping scheme for a particular farm. First, area under building and layout. Proportional area is allocated for buildings and layout. If the farm area is 50 hectare or less, then 8 to 10% of the farm is for building and layouts, and if the farm area is more than 50 hectares, then 5% of the total farm area should be allocated for buildings and layouts. Then number of plots. What should be the number of our plots in farm? The number of plants should be either equal or multiple to the duration of rotation. If the total duration of rotation is 5 years, then the number of plot must be 5, 10, 15 or 20. Suppose if the number of rotations is 3 years, then the number of plots must be 3, 6, 9, 15, 12 or 18. Then what should be the criteria for selecting the crop? Selection of crops generally depends upon the situation of the farm, which is necessary for getting more profit. The area allocated for various crops should be on the basis of net cultivated area. Then there are some conditions, or there are some suggestions for suggesting a good cropping scheme. If farm is near a city, then a farmer should grow or put 60% area for vegetable crops, then 10 to 15% area for fodder crops, and remaining area other crop. 60% area for vegetable crops, because vegetable crops are highly perishable, so market facility should be near to the city, or market should be available near a farmer's farm. Therefore, farmers can grow 60% of vegetable. Then if farm is near a sugar factory, farmers can grow large area of sugarcane, or put 60% area under sugarcane, vegetable, grains and remaining area. Then if farm is near a canning factory, on 60% area should be under vegetables like peach, tomato, and remaining area under orchards should be preferred. Then if farm is near a vanaspati factory, the farmer should grow oilseed crops, example groundnut, sunflower, for extracting oil. Then if a farm is near a dairy farm, then farmer should grow fodder crops for animals. And farmer can provide this milk to the dairy farm and earning income from this. Then 10 to 15% area under oilseed and pulses to make the concentrate with the fodder. As we know, the livestock needs concentrate and refuges to uh, as a their diet, and therefore if farmer can grow six fodder crops and these pulse and oilseed crop, animals can get both these food. Then if farm is near cold storage, then cultivates the crops like potatoes, onion, etc., which require cooling facility. Then if farm is near a highway or railway station, then farmer should grow perishable crops like vegetable, fruits, etc., because they transport facility they get easily available. Then cropping scheme which can make the best use of available resources without wastage can be adopted. The main purpose behind the suggesting the cropping scheme is that farmer can use the all the resources for the production or earning money. At least one leguminous crop should be included in crop rotation for maintaining soil fertility and physiochemical properties. As we know, the cereal crops are heavy feeder for the nitrogenous fertilizer. They therefore to maintain the fertility of soil and physiochemical properties. At least one leguminous crop should be suggested. Then assignment for you people is collect the information about your native village and situation of farm and list the farm resources available for cultivation of crops. Then thank you.